Suppose you want a model to answer in a very specific way, maybe just a single label or a clean JSON object with no chatter around it. You could write a long, careful instruction and hope it complies. Or you could simply show it what you mean. Give the model a couple of worked examples before the real question, and it mirrors what it just saw. That's few-shot prompting, the most direct, everyday use of in-context learning. And it's the workhorse most practitioners reach for. Today, we're breaking down how it works, how to build one well, and exactly when to reach for it. Now, the easiest way to see the value is to line it up against the zero-shot approach. With zero-shot prompting, you give the model an instruction and nothing else at all. No examples to anchor it. It often gets the actual task right, but the format is unreliable. Sometimes you get a tidy one-word label, sometimes a rambling paragraph explaining itself, and you simply can't trust the shape of what comes back from one call to the next. Adding a handful of examples changes that completely. Showing 2 to 5 worked cases before the question reliably improves accuracy, and crucially, it pins the output format down. Demonstrate answers that are just a label or a clean JSON object, and the model follows suit every time, matching the structure you showed it without you having to describe it in words. So how do you actually build one of these prompts? It's a simple, repeatable structure. You begin with the task instruction, a plain sentence describing what you want done. This frames the whole prompt and tells the model what kind of job it's being handed before it sees any of the examples. Then you add a few correct worked examples. Each one shows an input paired with the exact answer you want, in the exact style you want. So the model sees the task actually performed a handful of times rather than merely described in words. After that, you append the new question, the real input you actually care about, formatted just like the examples above it, but with the answer left blank for the model to fill in for you. And the model mirrors the demonstrated pattern. Having just seen the task done correctly a few times, it continues in the same format and the same style, giving you a steadier, far more predictable answer than a bare instruction ever would. All right, 3 ideas really capture what few-shot prompting gives you. First, it's just a few demonstrations sitting right there in the prompt. No fine-tuning, no training run, no new model to host. It costs nothing at all to train, though it does spend prompt tokens and eats into your context window every time you call it. Second, it locks the output format. This is the superpower. Show 3 examples answering with a label or JSON, and the model reliably produces that same shape for you. Third, quality hinges entirely on good examples. They should be correct, diverse, and representative of what you'll actually ask, with consistent formatting throughout. A sensible ordering and a balanced mix of labels help too, so it really pays to choose your shots with care. Okay, let's lock in the essentials. This method includes a small number of worked examples in the prompt, typically 2 to 5 shots before the real question. Compared to zero shot, it reliably improves accuracy and, most usefully of all, pins down the output format the model produces for you. It costs no training whatsoever, only prompt tokens and context window, and its quality depends heavily on choosing correct, diverse, well-formatted examples. So this is the everyday workhorse for steering a model's behavior. The tool you reach for when zero shot is too vague and full fine-tuning is complete overkill. For more prompting techniques explained just as simply, come and visit standarity.com.